Psst, hey, come on, man. Jimbo's back.
Yowzer! It's that time. Radio was done with him. 4 spouses had enough of her and him. Hopefully the 3rd time is a charm. Get ready to have your ear holes violated. It's wild. It's crazy. It's time. It's the Jimbo and Jackie Show.
Yeah! Feels good, don't it? Feel good.
You always feel good.
Oh, get ready for it.
Oh,
Episode 2 is what we got for you. Can you believe it, Jackson?
I am ecstatic, beautiful.
And after a stellar review of show number 1, we've changed the name of the show already. A lot of fun. The show is called The Jimbo and Jackie Show, Third Time's a Charm. Formerly 50 and Fucked. I guess we met with some people. We're talking about things as far as like promotions and being out in places, because we got to promote the show.
Yeah.
We want this to stick. So I guess there's a problem with society having 50 and fucked all over school buses and stuff like that. Well, we were going to put on school buses, but you get the idea.
Who would have thought it?
So 3rd time's a charm. Let's say we start the show off right, and then as we're drinking, please drink with us if you can, and we'll tell you what we got in store for episode 2. Do you want me to pop the cork, Jackson?
Awesome. Pop it, beautiful.
Why don't you tell them about our new feature called 3 Tings? What are we going to be talking about during 3 Tings?
Oh, we're talking about 3 wishes.
3 wishes.
Yes.
We're going to imagine see this J. Riley's whiskey bottle? If we rubbed it and a genie came out, what 3 wishes would each one of us have? We're also going to talk about our field trip up to Big Bear.
It was a blast.
We're going to talk about this week in the history of our relationship, where we went to Thailand and did some crazy stuff.
One of my favorite vacations ever.
Jackie's going to do her Southern saying of the week.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh, yeah. Let's pop this thing. Yeah!
Favorite sound ever.
Pop goes our love. In case this is the first time you're listening, the official drink of the Jimbo and Jackie Show is...
Shamskis.
What's a Shamsky, Jackson?
Delicious whiskey from J. Riley and champagne.
I like that. I like that. The first few are free, Jason. Let's try to see what we can do with some advertising dollars is what we're talking about. But yeah, we can't thank J. Riley's enough. They're out of Redlands, a distillery.
Good.
I'm going to pour yours first, and then I'll get... okay, you want to do it that way.
There you go, beautiful.
Remember when we went to J. Riley's once and we had a surprise birthday party for you?
Oh, it was my 50th. It was great.
That's right. She didn't feel so 50 and fucked then. Now, what is 50 and fucked, some people are asking? Well, let me just tell you. Jackie and I, we're on our 3rd marriage each. So that's why we call the show 3rd Time's a Charm.
Yep.
We're both in our 50s, and once in a while, we kind of feel like we're...
a little fucked.
Fucked, yeah. That's right. Cheers, gorgeous. Episode 2.
Cheers, beautiful.
We're going to have a blast with our Shamskis. But to get back to what we were saying, this show is going to be the most positively fun, positive, energetic podcast on planet Earth, or at least east of the 55 is what we're shooting for. We got big, big dreams. So let's enjoy a little Shamsky.
Cheers, baby.
All right, we're trying a new segment today, and we hope this carries on into other things. We got to introduce ourselves.
Yes, we do.
I'm too excited about the show.
Oh, he's so excited.
You want to go first, or you want me to introduce you?
I'll go first.
All right, introduce the audience to who you married right now.
This is my human that I like to call husband.
That's me.
The 3rd one.
Yeah.
His name's Jimbo. He's beautiful. He's hot. And back away, ladies. He's all mine.
Uh-oh, look out. Look out. All right, let me just...
Hey, baby.
Hey!
You looking hot tonight.
And I'd love to introduce you to my co-host, the very beautiful, gorgeous Navy veteran who makes the woman in the shoe look like a virgin, because we got 7 kids between us. She sings like an angel, but has the worst taste in men. Give it up for my co-host, Jackie!
Oh, you're so cute.
All right, let's toast to that, and let's get into our first topic here. It's called 3 Tings. And this week's topic is, what would be your 3 wishes if we rubbed that J. Riley's whiskey bottle And besides the beautiful nectar of the gods, a genie popped out
Oh my goodness.
and gave you 3 wishes. Third time's a charm.
Yeah.
3 wishes. What would wish number 1 be for you?
So I had to write you a little poem, beautiful. I was up at 2:00 this morning trying to think, what would I wish for?
Okay. Excited about
finally-
episode 2.
I came up with it.
I'm all ears
My first wish.
and nose. Look at that thing. Look at that beak. I keep looking. Holy cow, you got bad taste in men.
It's
Look
one
at
of my
that beak.
favorite things about you.
Oh, shucks. I know it's a good ride, but looking at it's got to be terrible. All right, you wrote me a poem at 2 a.m. This is
I
wish number 1 for Jackie.
I wish we would have met in school. We would have broken all the rules. There's a saying, young, dumb, and full of cum. But my question is, damn, honey, have we really only just begun?
Ah! I'm going to give you snaps on that. Artsy.
You're wearing my ass out.
I'm too excited. It's a new ride. I got to be honest with you. Like right when we first started to go out, the doctor told me I had borderline high blood pressure. And he told me that one of the side effects of the pill was a weeping willow wiener. And I told the doctor, I said, Doc, I said, I'm on wife number 3. I got a brand new toy. I'd rather die with high blood pressure and enjoy my ride while I can.
You crazy.
Crazy, but man, it was a very beautiful poem.
Oh,
Guess what my first wish was?
what was it, baby?
Travel with the blink of an eye.
Ooh, I love that.
Because nobody likes airports. Nobody likes all the hassle. It would be like we would look at each other and we would go, Jackie, let's go to Vegas.
Bing.
Bling.
I
And
love
we're in
that
Vegas.
story.
And then you go from Vegas, you get tired. You're like, you know what? I'm craving a Chicago dog. Jackie, bing, Chicago. 'Cause no, I mean, airports have become such a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
This is your captain speaking.
You're not free to move around my pants, which is a good thing. But wouldn't that be great? Imagine the places you'd go if you didn't have to worry about packing, driving, flying.
That's a great one, beautiful.
Thank
I love
you.
that one.
That's wish number 1 for me. What's your second wish, Jackson?
Well, I was inspired and I had to write you another poem.
Another one?
Another one.
Jeez, you're on a roll. What are you, like Maya Angelou? Is that what you're doing here?
I wish.
In case you don't know who she is, she's that one, that poet that Oprah always loved.
Yeah.
And I think she did a few things for the presidents throughout the years and stuff like that.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. Great voice, great reader,
Yep.
great poet. Almost as good as you with that first poem.
I think you're going to love this one.
I think you made her roll around on her cloud in heaven when she heard you say the word, well, the C word. Come. As you are.
I wish you were a tub that I could lay in your bubbles and rub. All the little duckies could jump in with glee. But you know it's all about little ducky number 3.
Ah!
You're welcome.
Quack, Aflac. There's a great sponsorship opportunity there. Aflac. I wish you said big ducky. Because little ducky, it kind of, guys were very sensitive about our man.
Well, I'm the little ducky.
Oh, you're the little
I'm
ducky.
little ducky number
See, I got
3.
all nervous there. You're talking about
See?
my little ducky in my pants.
I know what your ducky looks
All right,
like.
there you go. And you enjoy it once in a while? Or a lot, actually. All right, wish number 2 for Jimbo on our 3 things. We're doing if a genie came out of that whiskey bottle, what would we ask for? Now, before I say wish number 2,
Yes.
if you could have, what's your favorite drink to order at happy hour? If it didn't matter, I want you to not consider you're watching your weight, you're worried about calories. If you could have one drink at happy hour with no negativity, what is your favorite drink to have?
Probably would be a margarita or a Mai Tai.
You gotta
Something
pick
like
one.
that. Mai Tai.
Mai Tai. Great drink, but we all know very high in caloric intake.
Yes.
But you don't care after 3 of them because you're ready for the promised land, baby. So Mai Tai would be your favorite drink. My wish number 2 would be for my wiener to be able to dispense Mai Tai at your command. How great would that be to get it from the tap, get it from the weenage machine, Mai Tai on my bone?
I love that story.
Imagine that.
That'd be badass.
Now, say that were to happen,
Yes.
how many blowjobs would I get a day?
All the blowjobs.
As many as I wanted.
As many as you
As
want.
long as the Mai Tais were flowing, you'd be going. Yummy. Now, I don't want to tell you where to put the umbrella because I know Mai Tais have umbrellas. So
I
we
know
don't want to go there.
exactly where I would put it.
Oh, do you
right
like
in the blowhole.
Oh! No! There she blows! Mai Tais all around. Now, would you share a drink with some girlfriends or anything?
Oh, all my girlfriends love Mai Tais.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Well, you know where to go, girlfriend. Isn't that a great wish?
That's a great one, honey.
What is wish number 3 for Jackie if a genie came out of the J. Riley whiskey bottle when we rubbed it?
Well, I've got one more poem for you.
Another poem?
I've never written poems in my life.
Look at you, Maya Angeloing it out over there. Poem. You get a poem. You get a poem. I get a poem. Wish number 3.
Wish number 3. I wish I could be your toe. Constantly looking up to you is all I know. But then I'd always want you in flip-flops, even in the snow.
Those are very sweet PG wishes. I mean, so mine's going for dispensing out Mai Tais out of my wiener. Okay. That's good.
I admire you, beautiful.
I guess so.
You're a gorgeous human.
Poetry. A woman that gives good lie is a beautiful thing to find, let me tell you. All right, my third wish, if that J. Riley's bottle, a genie popped out of it.
Yes.
All right. I would want to be the heterosexual Michael Jackson. I would want to be able to dance and sing like Michael Jackson. I wouldn't want to look like him because he's a little too girly. You know what I mean? But can you imagine if I sang and danced like Michael Jackson?
Dang.
Karaoke bars, we'd own them. You get Mai Tais and we get a bunch of other rounds. But can you imagine how much fun we would be at wedding parties and stuff?
And I'd still be your wife, beautiful?
Hell
You'd
yes.
still pick me?
Hell yeah.
Ah,
To
love
quote-
that story too.
To quote my grandma, fucking A, yeah, I would. Why wouldn't I want you to have my wife, you know? You know, I'd be...
That's what I was thinking.
Except I would be careful is if I'm doing the moonwalk and I'm grabbing my joint like Michael Jackson, I'd be squirting Mai Tais all over the party. Woo! Mai Tai, anybody?
Well, I'm glad we didn't wish to win the lottery or a
No,
mansion on a
everybody
hill.
does. Yeah. No, everybody wishes for that
Everybody
stuff.
wants that stuff.
That was very good poetry, I got to be honest.
Did you like it?
I haven't heard poetry like that since those Bazooka Joe
Little
comics.
Joe. Little Joe.
Bazooka Joe.
Konnichiwa.
Shamsky, cheers on that.
Maybe we can make some of my poetry into a shirt or something.
All right, I think you're on to something.
And maybe you'll get a tattoo.
Merch, baby. The Jimbo and Jackie Show merch coming soon. That's where you make your coin.
Oh.
All right, now it's our portion of the show. It's the Jimbo and Jackie, third time's the charm, 50-year-old and fucked.
There's so many of them.
We're in our 50s, and it's been a fun ride mostly.
Yes, it has.
But when you get into your 50s, occasionally there's times where you know you're in your 50s and you're fucked. What's this week's topic of 50 and fucked, Jackie?
Well, it's tooting.
Tooting a horn? Or butt
No.
toots?
Accidental toots. Booty toots. I never knew my booty could open up so much.
Now, I know we're sitting down, but
It
just so you
sucks.
know, Jackie's rear door is very inviting. It's
Wow. What
It-
kind of show is this?
it's it's a fun show.
Oh
But you
my
got a lot of junk in
God.
your trunk. And when did you first realize that you had a great ass, as Al Pacino would say?
I didn't know for a long time.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Was it before you had kids?
I don't even think I thought about it then.
No?
No.
Like you were a late bloomer in the boomer?
I always had a nice butt, but I just never.
Like when did
Dwelled
you
on
when
it.
did you realize like people keep commenting on my
When I started doing squats with you and Scotty.
Oh, no, it was before that. It was before
Honestly.
that. Really?
It's gotten better as I turned older.
Well, they must have been shy. Yeah. It is a fine wine of asses, ladies and gentlemen. But now that it's even it's at its finest moment.
Yeah.
But right now,
So now she wants to speak.
it's at it's at its loudest moment right now.
She's never said a word all these years.
now.
Now she's chatty freaking catty.
Oh, we got to tell everybody what happened last week. I was at both Jackie and I had to go to a work convention.
Yep.
For my other job, and I get all of a sudden Jackie leans over at these conferences.
And we're in the front row, and he's talking about
QuickBooks.
spreadsheets, QuickBooks.
Yeah.
And I
Boring
got,
as all hell.
yeah, and I got so tickled.
All of a sudden, my gorgeous bride Jackie's getting, and I'm like thinking, oh, we're back in school.
Well, you didn't even know I was doing it, though.
No. You're like
Until I said-
laughing. No,
yes.
you're going.
Oh.
I wasn't talking about tooting. That comes in a little bit. But you were like acting like something happened and you're in school and you're supposed to be quiet.
Yes.
And I'm like, what? What's going on? We're in the front row, Jackie. What's going down?
I'm leaning in his ear, trying to tell him what happened, and
she
every
keeps
time I
going,
got ready to tell him, I couldn't tell him.
So I get a text because she can't say it to me in the front row. So I get a text that reads, what?
I just cleared my throat and tooted.
And she's sitting right next to me. It's one of those things you lose control in your 50s.
Yeah, I'm just going, and it's like, I'm like, oh, shit. Back home, we call it break and win.
Yeah. Now, did a little pee come out too, or was it just
no? Just
It
a
was
little
just air?
toot. Yeah.
Little tootski? What would it sound like
and
if
it
I heard
usually
it?
never smells either. It's just the sound.
Yeah.
That bugs me.
It's just like a unicorn exhaling.
Yes.
Did you know that unicorns exhale from their anus? So that's what I imagine when you toot.
Oh, that's exactly what it is.
What would it have sounded like if you just let it fly? That's hilarious. And then remember when I texted you back?
Yes, I do.
I sneezed, or I laughed and
Yes.
tooted at the same time that she sent me that. So it was like our asses were talking to each other. You know, it was like remember that scene in Close Encounters of the Third Kind where the big ship is communicating with the scientists? They're in the lab and like, except ours would have sounded like,
Or
so that's cute. Our
Anyway.
asses were talking.
yeah, that's
That's the joys of being basically 50 and fucked right there.
I hate that part. I really do.
If you're in your 30s and 40s and you're like going, no way, that's what we used to think.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
All right, our next segment here is weekly highs and lows. Last we left you, some things have happened, and the weekly high would have to be what, Jackie?
Shirley Jones, getting to meet her.
Remember her, people? Mrs. Partridge?
Yep.
Yeah, she was also in a bunch of other movies, Oklahoma.
Yes.
She was in Broadway and stuff, but she was best known as the mom of the Partridge Family.
Yep.
She's got a great voice.
She's beautiful still.
She's 85 years old.
I did not know that.
And how did we meet her, people? Well, we're going to cover that a little bit more in our field trip, which is coming up. But we got to meet Shirley Jones of the Partridge Family because I did a comedy show up in Big Bear, and she was sitting right in the front row.
Right in the front row, and she was cracking up at this beautiful man.
And I think I heard her toot once when she was cracking up.
I wonder what it's like when you're 85.
Oh,
What, are
man.
you just pooping yourself?
I think I would have smelled that if she did that.
Well, I didn't say she did. I'm just wondering.
Oh,
Holy crap. 30-something years later, what's going on down
I
there?
sure the hell hope not.
I hope not, too.
But maybe at 85, you don't even care.
Maybe not.
You don't even know. And even when people call you out, you're like, whatever.
Fuck it.
I'm 85.
80 and fucked.
It don't matter. So that was pretty cool. We're going to have, that's coming up in a little bit. We're going to have some video from me doing comedy up in Big Bear.
Yeah.
But there was a weekly low, and I don't want to dwell on it, but I feel like a complete fool if I don't address it. The great Papu, my pops, passed away this week, and great man, great man. And like I tried to tell my kids that the spirit of Papu, which is what we call them instead of Grandpa, Papu is like the leader of a Greek family, and even though we weren't Greek, I thought Papu sounded kind of cool, so we adopted it. And I tell the kids that the spirit of Papu is within all of us. So you're going to be a little more fun. You're going to have a little more kick to your step because Papu loved everybody. Papu is the blast at all the parties. And my good buddy Stu always said, to sum it up, Papu is the guy that you always wanted to sit next to at the bar.
He had all the stories.
Great stories. He loved you, Mama.
I loved him too.
He got to see me screw up twice until I found out that third time's a charm. So I'm glad he was around to meet you. And I want to leave you with a very funny story before we take a break here. One of the funniest things that I remember Papu doing was, do you remember on the back of comic books they would have sea monkeys?
Yeah.
Remember, they look like the coolest things ever. They're down there in their underwater village where they're playing volleyball. They're playing sports. They're doing picnics and stuff. And you're like, if you order this, you can have these sea monkeys. And my dad always got them. And we would make them. And they ended up being like, what are they, like little briar shrimp or something? I don't even know what the fuck they were. But they were, I don't even know what briar shrimp is. But I know that there's no such thing as sea fucking monkeys. I hate to burst anybody's bubble. But sea monkeys do not exist. They're basically little shrimps, but they sold them as sea monkeys playing volleyball underwater, which is fucking ludicrous anyways. But my dad totally embraced it, and once in a while he would order these sea monkeys, and he would announce to the whole neighborhood that me and my brother had new brothers and sisters. And he'd invite people over to the house, and they'd come over, and they'd say, man, I didn't even know your mom was pregnant or anything. People would come over with gifts, and my dad would show off this bowl of sea monkeys because he considered them part of his children.
That's hilarious.
What a fucking nut you are, Papu.
If we were that smart, we would have done that.
I know. The sea monkey people are probably sitting, having Mai Tais out of my wiener. I mean, Mai Tais somewhere.
Wow.
You know? Anyways, coming up, we got our field trip up to Big Bear, and this week in the history of Jimbo and Jackie's relationship. Coming up next on Jimbo and Jackie.
Third time's the charm, beautiful.
That's the name of our show, baby. Back in a little bit. Guess who's back? Jimbo's back.
Do I have it, baby?
Oh, you got it going on, girl. Man, look at you. Wow.
I wish I could do that.
We are back with the Jimbo and Jackie show.
Yes, third time's a charm.
Yes, it is. We kind of hope second time's a charm with our logo and the name of our show. If you listened last week, our show was called 50 and Fuck, but the marketing department decided that was a stupid fucking name. It was a good name for a segment on the show, but you can't advertise it in today's society. Maybe if we were in Europe, we could, but we're in USA.
Or in Amsterdam, it made it.
Yeah, they don't give a shit over there. You can say whatever you want. But check out our logo. It's in the works. Our big buddy Mark is taking care of it.
Mr. Mark.
That one's me, in case you can't identify. That one's Jackie. So, but yes, we got some fun stuff on this segment. Thanks for hanging in there on episode 2 of the Jimbo and Jackie show. We got This Week in the History of Our Relationship. We also got Burp Wars coming up where we shambong.
It's my favorite part.
Jackie beat me last week, but I'm going to see if I could beat her this week. So, did you have fun the first segment?
I did. One of my favorite things was Mai Tais coming out of your wiener.
Did you like that?
But you know what my favorite drink is?
Well, I asked you, and you told me Mai Tais.
Well, it's vodka soda.
He offered her the world, and she said, I asked for a vodka soda.
I love it.
So, are you saying if the genie comes out of that bottle, you want me to say no Mai Tais. Give me whiskey. Give me vodka and soda shooting out of my wiener.
I don't know. Whiskey sounds pretty fucking good.
Anyways, here we are, segment 2 of episode 2. We go on field trips, Jackie and I do.
I love it.
And we have a great time. We like to get out and about, and it gives you... I remember growing up when you thought, like, when our parents were 50,
Yeah.
you were like, they don't do shit.
They didn't do shit.
They seem boring.
Boring as hell.
We do more stuff than our 7 kids, don't we?
Yeah.
Sometimes I yell at our kids and I say, there's no way we should be having more fun than you. Quit being depressed. Get out and do something,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
But we did go on a field trip. My good buddy, Larry Huffman, he's a super mouth. He's done a lot of super off-road stuff. He's done stuff with motocross. He's done a bunch of commercials. But he asked me if I wanted to do a comedy show for his church.
Well, kind of church.
Yeah.
It's a spiritual center.
Yeah, but
So,
I do like how he plugged it. Do you have it right there with you, Jackson?
Oh, I do,
Yeah.
honey.
Read it up. This is what how Larry Huffman, the supermouth, basically announced that I was coming to the church. Read it, Jackie.
Radio discovered him working at Inland Center Mall selling video games under the name Jimtendo. He rocked the Inland Empire for 26 years on the Morning Stiffy Show with Stu and Tiffany, where he got paid to do everything he got in trouble for in high school.
Hey.
He's performed in San Manuel, Casino, Morongo, Irvine, and the Ontario Improv, some shithole in Sacramento. He doesn't have a HBO special, but he owes his local cable provider $95.10. And his wife thinks he's special. Give it up for Jimbo.
Oh, thank you. All right, our field trip portion coming to stage right now. Give it up for Jimbo.
Woo!
So, Larry, I love you, but I got to be honest, you are hosting the worst St. Patrick's Day party ever is happening tonight. We got wine, we got pizza, I got a green shirt, and we're at a spiritual center. But welcome, we're going to have a good time anyways, right? Because we got spirit, I got spirit, you got spirit, let's hear it. I've been married 3 times.
Woo! Woo! Love that story.
Yeah, look at that. Look at you, Jackie. Be loud and proud, why not? Yeah. A lot of people say 3rd time is a charm. Our show.
Woo!
A lot of people say you're an idiot. Yeah. And sometimes I think both of them work both ways, you know. You guys ready? You excited for spring to come?
Woo!
Yeah. You know, winter was nice. A big, bare, beautiful winter you guys had. You can actually see the lake. There's actually water in the lake, which is always a plus. I think my wife's getting excited about it because usually I tone down the manscaping during the winter season. Yeah, you gotta. I don't know how many of you are into manscaping, but I kind of got my winter coat going on right now. I kind of call it the throwback bush. I want to say my man zone kind of looks like it could be the lead singer of Led Zeppelin. But, We're to heaven. Fan? Either that or a fan of Harry Balls. But anyway. Okay. Just checking in. Gauging the audience here. I don't know, worst St. Patrick's Day party ever. Oh, man. A lot of beautiful ladies here tonight. Yeah. Did you girls get your outfit at Forever 21 by any chance? No. Look at you laughing. To me, that's the most psychotic name of a place ever. Forever 21. Who wants to be Forever 21? No. What? No. Why do I want to be dumb, broke, and stupid forever? You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm thinking about opening a store right next to it. I'm going to call it, Holy Crap, I'm 50.
I'd go.
50 and fuck. Larry's in on the game. Look at this. I like this. There's Shirley Jones right now.
Oh.
Partridge Family, our weekly high. Look at her. Oh, she's smiling at me.
Oh, she's going in for loving.
I think I could
Look
add her.
Look at
Look at that.
Oh.
I hope she'd want a Mai Tai out of a wiener. Do you think Shirley Jones gives good head?
Wow.
I'm just asking.
Wow.
Do you think you stop at a certain age? There's Larry Huffman on the right, Shirley Jones in the middle, Art, the old guy in the back with the cool hat.
Art was awesome too.
Art, yes, very
Holy
cool guy.
crap.
He was actually in a movie with Elvis, the guy that looked like he was about to sell you a newspaper. The guy with the newspaper app.
After he got done, I told him, I said, sweetheart, I said, I filmed your whole thing. I hope it's okay. He goes, oh, tell Jimbo to use some of my jokes if he wants. I even stole a few of them.
There you go. It was cool. But can you believe it?
Awesome.
It's so surreal because I grew up watching the Partridge Family,
Yes.
and there's Shirley Jones sitting in front of me, and she was laughing pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I know that video you heard Jackie laughing a lot. She laughs the
I
most at the jokes.
know.
But it was a trip because it was a spiritual center, so I had to kind of curb the language a
The
little
curb
bit.
appeal.
Like, I should have said, you know what we should have done?
What?
Oh, this would have been funny. Next time I perform there, I need to. No, never mind. So I was going to say, I should say, please give it up for Jimbo. He's suffering from mild Tourette's tonight, and then this way I get to swear at the spiritual center. And it had to be like, it's okay. He didn't mean to swear. It's all right. Sorry. Fuck! But it is a trip. Look how fat I looked in that. I'm 50 and fat right now. Did you see how fucking fat I looked with that green shirt?
I wasn't going to say anything, honey.
I know, because you're an awesome wife.
It's been a tough couple of weeks, and I made some fattening food.
Holy hell. I look large and in charge and as big as a
I
barge.
love you.
Oh, well, I'm glad you love me, but I want to get rid of that.
Smith's party at 2, and we hungry.
It's a battle with you when you're 50 and fucked sometimes.
It is.
Ay, ay,
And
ay.
there's times we look so slim and trim.
But that was Jimbo at his fucking fattest you got to see right there. But at least I was making some people laugh and smile.
That's all that
but
matters,
I promise,
baby.
after seeing that video,
I'll still do ya.
oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
It's all the Mai Tais that you took in to let me take out.
They're brewing up as we speak. Don't be surprised if a sea monkey pops out of it, too.
Little sprinkles.
Holy hell. But anyways, part of the fun on the field trip, there was an after party,
Yes.
which I was
Oh, it
I
was so
was-
much fun.
Oh, it was so cool to see that people still wanted to keep going out on the worst St. Patrick's Day party ever.
Yeah, our friends Dr. Kelly and Dave came and
Yeah.
told us to come across the street.
Lori Huffman and Casey came as well.
Yes, they did.
And we went to the local hotel, which I don't
Yes.
remember the name.
Holiday Inn, I think. But it was a really nice one.
It was a very nice one, and they had a bar
Yeah.
with a live guy,
I love it.
and when there's music going on, Jackson wants to be part of it.
I try to weasel my way in there.
Wait till you see this. You don't look fat as fuck like I do.
I probably do.
The Big Bear field trip continues as Jackie joined the band and did a little song called Crazy. Look at you. Ah.
Get it, girl.
See, you don't look fat like I did.
Got a knot in the front.
I love this song. Yes. Here she goes. Oh, hip check. Junk in the trunk. Look out. Finish it. Yeah. I know. Nailed it. Was that good, Larry? Incredible. Jackie. I want to meet this chick. What's your name? There she is. Wow. See, you didn't look fat as fuck like Jimbo did telling stupid jokes at his spiritual center.
I had a knot on my stomach.
Oh, I had a knot in my stomach because I couldn't say fuck at the spiritual center. Spiritual. That's the Shamsky talking. That slurring brought to you by Shamsky, J. Riley's, and some cheap champagne that we got.
Thank you, Jason.
You sounded awesome.
Oh, thank you, beautiful.
I almost told Larry the story of the time you sung that song before to me.
I know. You would have thought Mai Tais were coming out of your wiener.
You want to tell our beautiful audience what I asked you to do one night, which you obliged for that very song, Crazy?
He asked me to sing it into his wiener hole.
That's right, folks. That was before Mai Tais could even come out. I had
My ties can suck it.
I had the gorgeous Jackie sing "Crazy" into my wiener, and then she used that as a microphone. That was awesome. Do you think Madonna even like let's think of like the biggest whore on planet Earth? I think you could say Madonna, maybe. You think?
I don't know.
At one point?
Is she ever going to be a sponsor? Then don't say it.
No, she's. She will not be a sponsor.
Okay.
But I think she would appreciate it if.
Okay.
But if you had to like label the biggest whore of our lifetime, who would you think?
Gosh, I don't know, baby.
Don't you think Madonna?
I didn't know she was a whore.
Well, you're out of touch then, I think.
Okay.
But do you think she ever sang "Crazy" into another guy's junk?
Maybe like a virgin.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, doggity dog. It was a fun field trip, though. Big Bear treated us very, very good.
Yes.
And sad to say, the night did have to end.
Yes, it did.
And the last segment for our Big Bear field trip is Supermouth Larry Huffman tucking me in bed. Here it is, field trip in Big Bear with Larry.
This was awesome.
Supermouth Larry Huffman, I had such a good time with you tonight.
It was really fun, Jimbo. You knocked him alive at the comedy night.
Oh, you did
Yes.
too. I just followed your lead, Sir Lawrence. It was such a great time.
It was indeed, and we entertained even Shirley Jones.
Even Shirley Jones of the Partridge Family. What a dream come
What a
true.
dream come true. It was wonderful.
I don't want this night to ever end.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, but I do ask one more thing of you.
Of course. What do you need, Jimbo?
Before I slumber, I would like you to read my favorite poetry.
Oh, yes. I'd be happy to do it.
Oh, I happen to have it right
well,
here,
look at
Larry.
that. Isn't that amazing?
And I promise I'll be good and go to bed if you just read me one little poem.
Here it is.
Okay.
I love little pussy. Her coat is so warm. And if I don't hurt her, she'll do me no harm. So I'll not pull her tail, nor drive her away. But Pussy and I very gently will play.
Yeah, baby!
Jimmy Dean's alive!
I can't wait to wake up with you on Sunday.
Oh, Larry Huffman, the Supermouth. The crowd goes wild. Let's cheers, Larry Huffman.
Cheers, Larry. You're
Oh.
freaking awesome. You and your wife.
Larry's got the storied career of
Oh, my gosh.
announcing motorsports all across the globe, doing stuff with Mickey Thompson, super off-road, a whole bunch of things, and yet he still lets us play stupid together.
They were such a pleasure.
Yep, he's got a studio on his Big Bear Larry Huffman compound, and I think I'm going to see if he wants to. Did you like that reading, that poem?
Oh, I never knew you loved poetry so much, honey.
I do, and especially the poems you wrote on segment 1. Wasn't that great to hear him say, "I love little pussy"? That is an actual children's poem.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
That cracks me up.
Look it up. Google it, people. Google don't lie. People do.
It's like Dick and Jane.
See?
Really?
And how funny was that?
Hilarious.
The guy who wrote that had to know. I'm writing Dick and Jane. Right?
We need to find out who he is.
Well, I don't think he's around.
Oh.
But I think.
I was thinking bring him on the show.
But it was too much fun. And I'm going to see if I could get Larry Huffman to maybe do some readings for us as we grow this show, the Jimbo and Jackie show, Third Time's a Charm. I think that'd be a fun segment of
So
Larry
much
Reeds.
fun.
He's
So
such
much
a fun
fun.
guy.
He
All
is.
right, next topic. It's a beautiful one. Our show is called The Jimbo and Jackie Show
Third time's a charm.
because we're both on our third marriage together, and we like to look back because that's what old people do.
Back in the day.
They sit there with their country time lemonade. That's right. I like that. That's beautiful.
Oh, that's beautiful.
As we do our next segment, which is called This Week in the History of Our Relationship, it was a year ago
Honey.
that we had one of the most excellent adventures, as Bill and Ted would say, which they just said they were going to do one in 2020, coming out. Another
Wow.
one. Did you know that?
I never watched it,
Yeah,
but yes.
that's right. Bill and Ted. But anyways, it was the most excellent adventure where we got to go to Thailand thanks to the Inman family.
Oh.
How fun was that?
It was the best vacation I've ever had in my life, honey.
What was,
It was
one
amazing.
What was one of the funnest things you did besides the beautiful? How about the massage?
Oh, the flight there was awesome.
Can you believe that? The flight was awesome because we thought it was
It's
going to
one
be
of my
a dog
favorite
turd.
things. I thought it was going to be
Because it was like
horrid.
18 hours.
Yes,
Why did you like it? Because people are right now like looking at their
I know.
podcast device going, what the fuck
I
is
was
she
like, what
talking
is
about?
that country bumpkin talking about?
She don't know shit. 18 hours of flying, that sounds like no fun.
It was some of the best food I've ever had on the
Ah,
flight.
They did feed us really good.
Yes.
They did feed us
And
awesome.
we slept almost the whole way, too.
And how crazy was the streets of Bangkok?
Oh, one of my favorites.
Remember, I walked up to this gorgeous woman, asking if I could interview her,
Yep.
and it ended up not being a woman. For the record,
She was gorgeous.
he, she, it would not come on the camera.
No, they scattered like well, I don't want to say like rats, but they
They
scattered.
scattered.
when they saw a camera.
That's the point. They went nuts. But he, she, it was trying to tell me I could go over there.
Yeah, and go up there.
Talk to him to go up there, and they did the weirdest handshake. Put your hand out. Let's see. We're going to go with this camera over here. Put your hand out like you want to shake it. And he, she, it boy would go like this. You see that? Just try to shake it, and they would do that little, I guess that means pound my rump, rump, rump.
You love that part.
Rump, rump, rump. I did not that night. But one of the craziest things, that crazy street of Bangkok where it makes Vegas look like Amish town,
Yes.
had the most surreal experience of my life. Do you remember in The Hangover when Mike Tyson was in that movie? So you're going to see this video coming up where I have the Mike Tyson tattoo
Yep.
on my face.
You're so cool, honey.
And
You really are.
Well, I appreciate that, gorgeous. I love a woman with bad taste.
Back away, ladies. He's all mine.
Look out! But we want to share this segment where we were on the streets of Bangkok, me with the Mike Tyson tattoo, and wait till you see the food that they serve on the streets of Bangkok as we go to the video right now.
I couldn't have done it.
You start to get a little bit hungry when you're hanging out in Bangkok, right? What's your name? And what do we got to eat today? What's this right here?
This is coffee and very
Whoa! And how do you prepare it? What do you do? Look at that thing. Ah! Language barrier. And what's this?
This is brown.
It's what?
Yeah, brown.
Now, which one is your favorite to eat?
This is Kotan. Combo.
You like that one?
Yeah.
What's it taste like?
Very good. This is
Very good?
Yeah.
All right.
Booty
I don't know
hole.
if we want that one or that one. Now, what are these right here?
This is fuukt.
What's the most popular food on all these?
Yeah, popular. This is popular.
Scorpion, very popular. And then we got what, little froggies?
Yeah, brown. This is brown.
Okay, now I just gave you 20 baht. What should I get? What do you think I should get?
Okay, this is.
Get a frog and a scorpion?
No, scorpion. This is 100 baht.
100 baht?
Yeah.
And what does that taste like?
This is inside. This is very stout. This is very good.
Can I smell it first?
Yeah. This is
All right,
100
Eddie, here we go. Sniff it.
Look at your
Yeah, eat,
tattoo.
eat, eat.
It smells like elephant hemorrhoid.
Good
Oh my God. Terrible.
This is everything is. This is everything is. This is
Yeah?
potato.
And they love it? You eat it. I bought it for you.
Yeah, I eat.
Every day you eat them?
Yeah, I eat.
Oh, come on. Really? I don't believe you.
Yeah, very
I'll give you 100 baht right now to eat it.
Yeah,
Will you eat it?
yeah,
You will?
yeah.
All right, here we go, Eddie. Let me get some money. Grabbing this is going to be gross. 100 baht really isn't that much. What was it, like 10 bucks?
I think
I don't have
even
my-
if that.
I don't have
I'm
my
not
conversion
sure.
chart. It wasn't too bad. We'll look that up
You
later.
go. Let's watch you eat it.
Okay, together eat.
Eat.
I love your tattoo.
You go first.
Yeah, together eat.
Cracking off the pincher. She's chowing down. She's in heaven. I'm biting it. Ah,
Your face.
it's nasty. I'm acting like I'm throwing up in her face. I ate part of it.
They don't like.
Me don't like.
I spit it out. I gotta be honest.
Was it
No,
bad,
thank
baby?
you. You finish. Eddie, you want some?
Even Eddie tried it. He was our camera
Crazy
guy.
Scorpion Lady happening in Bangkok.
You can have it. Finish it. Eddie, you want some? No, he's done. He's done. Thank you. Oh, my God.
Oh, forget it.
Bravo.
She
Bon
loves
appetit. Bangkok crazy, man.
I kind of miss your ponytail,
Oh,
babe.
it's nuts. It was a fun trip, though. But, man, it to be honest, it wasn't that it tasted bad. You know what it tasted like?
What?
Well, because I was chewing on the pinchers of the scorpion. It kind of tasted like shit. No, it tasted like pumpkin seed,
Oh.
but it smelled like shit. That was the problem.
You hate smells.
And I didn't have a Chang beer. If I had a beer chaser, I think I could have kept up with her.
Huh. I totally want to go back and
Okay.
stay in Bangkok.
You want to stay right there.
Yes.
But man, that street alone made Vegas look like Amish town.
Yes, it totally did.
But I mean, there's discos, there's beer
It
everywhere.
was badass, you guys.
You
If
loved
you've
it.
never been,
We'd
it
love to
was
go
awesome.
back. Would you try the scorpion? Be honest.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't care to.
There's no need to. You already got enough ugly in your mouth named Jimbo.
Wow, you're
So,
beautiful.
you don't
You
need-
don't realize how beautiful of a human you are.
I was fat as fucking Big Bear.
You're gorgeous.
I want to say it was the elevation that made me bloat out a little
It was.
bit.
It was. Yes, it was the winter coat.
Kind of like my man zone is what you're saying.
I love your man zone.
Anyways, all right, it's that time for
Is it Burp Wars?
Burp Wars,
Oh,
baby.
I love this part of the show.
This is
I can
Jackie's-
bring it.
Yes.
Bring it, Mama.
She's ready. Right now, the score is 1-0 because we're on our.
Oh, I won last time.
You won last week. We got the
Yes.
Shambong. Why don't you pick
Yeah.
that up? Show that to the local cable provider or whoever's
Thank you,
filming
John
this
and
shit.
Kim. Cloud9 Medical Spa bought it for us. We love them.
There it is. What we're gonna
Best
do?
friends.
It's instead of a beer bong, it's a shambong. We put champagne in this beautiful device. Jackie's gonna slam it and then try to let out a burp. I'm gonna try to beat her burp.
You want me to go first?
You go first, ladies first.
Aw,
I'll grab
such
the
a gentleman, ladies.
cheap ass champagne at one day.
That was great.
That was a good one. We gotta try to match that one. That was Ashton. But Jackie's going. She's chugging the shambong. Shambong. It's almost gone. It's gone. And not bad. It's still going.
You're welcome.
Ah, she's a lady. Whoa, 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 that funky lady. Shambongs are the best. If you haven't tried one, it's pretty incredible.
Yep.
All right, let me see what I can match
Do
up.
it beautiful.
All right, give the play-by-play because I can't talk.
All right. Get it, baby.
I got to
Work
beat that.
it, baby. Work it.
I can't go down
Chug
too
it.
long.
Do it. Quick, quick like a bunny. Ah, look at him. That's it? That's all you got, baby.
Pathetic.
Come on now.
That was a courtesy clap. Even a golf clap wouldn't be good enough
He's
for that
got a little supermodel belly. He can't
Yeah.
take much.
one. Even though it's fat as fuck in that
Aw,
comedy
that was
skit we
my
did.
fault.
Damn.
You want
Do
to try one more time?
One
'Cause
more
we got
before we
one
go
more.
to break.
Yep.
I want to try more. Can I cheat a little bit?
You want to do a beer?
I want to do some beer while you're doing that.
All right. We'll
You
do
keep
that.
going. Because I know I could do better. You've heard me do way better. I don't know if I'm excited because it's our second episode of our podcast.
You know who's got the biggest belch ever that I've ever heard?
I've heard it too.
My daughter, Alexia.
Yeah. And she's gorgeous. We're going to have to get her on tape. just
She's
'cause.
gorgeous, tall, beautiful girl, and she's got the biggest belch.
All right, chug it, Mama. Make her
Am I
proud.
doing it right? Yeah.
Yep, you're good. Oh, yeah, it's on your chin. I like the way that on. I wish there was a mic guy right there. And oh, look at that. That's for the YouTube channel audience right there. That was good.
Hell yeah, it was.
Hell yeah. I want to know who makes these. We need to, whatever our marketing team's doing, they need to chase these Shambong people because people are going to start ordering these off the hook. I mean,
Yeah.
at least 4 people in Colton are going to buy this thing. So, I mean, that should count for something, don't you think?
Heck yeah.
All right, I put Coors Light in there.
All right.
Well, since they're not a sponsor, I put beer in there. So here we go. Ah! All right. Mark it down. For those of you keeping score, Jackie is up 2-0 on Jimbo as we conclude our burp wars. Coming up, get ready. We're going to get in touch with our inner child and Jackie's Southern Saying of the Week.
Oh, bless my heart.
That's a shambong. Jackie's Southern Saying of the Week. Say it again. Get all Southern on us.
Oh, bless my heart.
That's right. We take a little break here on the Jimbo and Jackie Show.
Third time's a charm.
That's right. Thanks for joining us. And we're back
Yes.
in the Reamp Studios, baby.
Oh, the Jimbo and Jackie Show. Third time's a charm.
Damn, girl. I like it. If you're watching us on any of the capacities you can watch this bullshit show, you can see we got a new logo, the Jimbo and Jackie Show.
You look cute as hell, honey.
I'm surprised that I can't believe you're still with me.
You're hot.
Third time's a charm. We are having fun. We had to change the show after one episode. 50 and fuck turned into the Jimbo and Jackie Show. Third time's a charm. That's got to be a record. I don't know of any other show that the marketing team said, yeah, let's do this. And then after the first show, they go, whoa. We thought you were fucking kidding.
Wait a minute, Jess.
That's the name of the show?
That's a name.
We can't put 50 and fucked all over the town.
We're putting fucked, actually.
Yeah. How were we spelling it?
Fuukt.
Yeah, which
Fucked.
is a cool way. But if your kids said that to you, you'd be a little bit upset.
Yeah, your kids read it a couple of times on the board.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Did they really?
Yeah, Bryce. Bryce is your mini-me.
Yeah, Bryce is going to be the president of a frat club one day. We know it. Cheers, drinking Shamskis.
Cheers, beautiful.
Here we are at the Reamp Studios enjoying some J. Riley Shamskis.
Mm-hmm.
Some of you are saying, what the hell's that? Well, it's basically a shot of J. Riley whiskey with some champagne. And we call it a
Shamski.
Yeah, we want to have a Shamski party one day.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Hopefully this podcast lasts longer than 3 shows, and then we'll be able to do something kind of fun where we celebrate. Maybe we have a month anniversary somewhere or something like that. But right now, in case you don't know this, Jackson, tell the people where you're from.
I'm from North Carolina.
That's where you got a little accent every now and then?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'll be honest, when I first met Jackie, I was telling my good friend Tiffany about her, and I said, you know what, she's kind of like a southern
Fran Dresser.
Fran Drescher,
Yeah.
the nanny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's got this like attitude, and she cusses now and then, but she's got this sweet southern demeanor about her.
Oh, you're so sweet, honey.
Fran Drescher with a southern accent is what I get.
Yeah, the cussing comes from being in the Navy.
Yeah, okay. And some of the semen you got. What?
Wow.
Anyway,
Wow.
we move forward,
Yes.
which leads us right into a very awkward transition into our Jackie's Southern Saying of the Week.
Yes.
What do you got for us, girl? What do they say in the South? Because I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Chicago.
Yeah.
In California, it's a way different thing out here. That's where our home base is at Reamp Studios.
Yep.
And Southern people, they got a little bit of sayings. They got a certain sweet way of saying things. What is this week's Jackie's Southern Saying of the Week?
This week's Southern saying is, honey, they say she's into church.
So does that mean on Sundays she goes to church to talk to Jesus? Or say it again. What's the saying again?
Honey, they say she's into church.
Honey, they say she's into church.
In the church.
In the church. I want to get it right.
Yes.
What does that mean exactly in the Southern saying world?
It means on Sunday morning, Saturday night, Wednesday night, she found the Lord.
Now
She got saved.
Now, what does she pick those days for? Is she
That's
fucking
the
up all
days
the
we
other
go
days?
to church.
On how many days?
Well, back in the day, it was like Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night, Saturday night.
that often?
Honey, they say she's in the church.
But in between, you guys were going fucking crazy.
And people are like, honey, she's a smoking a blunt, but to say she's in the church.
So they would say that on a Tuesday? But, I mean, here's the thing. Being a Catholic, as long as you ask for forgiveness, you're forgiven.
I wish I was brought up Catholic, to be honest. I really do. And you get to drink.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I've been to St. Patrick's Day parties at the church with the nuns. The nuns go kind of crazy.
Really?
Yeah. But don't get drunk around the priest. You know what happens there. But anyways.
When I lived in Wrightwood, speaking of nuns, the Catholic church was right down the street, and they would walk by our house, and Taterbug was like...
Taterbug's who, for our audience?
It's my youngest daughter. She's 23.
Yeah, gorgeous.
But when she was 3 years old, she'd be standing on the front porch, and she spoke to everybody, hi, and they'd stop, hi. And they would talk to her, and it's like, oh, Taterbug's talking to the nuns. How cute.
So you would go on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays.
Yes.
And that was just like a timeout because in between, are you partying your ass off? I mean, what do you...
Well, I'm not talking about me. I'm just talking about in general.
Oh.
Honey, they say she got into church. And then a week later, it's like, honey, they say she backslid.
She backslid. That means she had too good of a time. She was dancing.
She's not in the church no more.
She was dancing with the devil.
Yes,
is what
yes,
you
yes.
say. So what is Jackie Southern saying now again? Give a little recap.
Honey, she got into church.
Oh, yes, she did. Right. We do that every week on the Jimbo and Jackie show. But right now, something else we do is we get in touch with our inner child. We like to go back in time because we're in our 50s and sometimes you feel fucked, but you like to sit back and just reminisce about the old days.
Remember that time?
That's right. Jackie, you want to go first or you want me to go first?
Why don't you go first, beautiful?
We're going to get in touch with that inner child as we share one of our favorite childhood memories. And I'm going to go back to, in case you're just joining us, I announced earlier in the show that I lost my pops. Not at the mall. He's dead. You know, to be point blank. I'm just telling people.
Damn.
I know. If you can't laugh,
he would love that
crying.
joke, though.
My dad would.
He would love it.
Fucking love it.
He'd crack the hell up right now.
Papu has left the planet. He's up in heaven right now with his brothers, his sister, and his mom and dad. But one of the greatest memories, not the greatest, but I got so many memories.
I know.
It feels so weird talking that way, to be honest with you. Because there's so many great memories, but this is one of the memories that's popping up now. I won't say it's the greatest memory because there's so many great ones. But one of my favorite ones was back in the Midwest where I grew up, we would fly kites a lot during the spring.
Yeah.
Because it was you got a lot of winds here in California, but I don't see that many people flying kites.
No.
Is it a generation thing or
Maybe
is it just
so.
a regional thing?
We bought kites for the kids, and we flew one of them, I think, and there's two still in the garage.
And then to quote my kids, I think they said, fuck you, this is a shitty gift.
I want a PlayStation 4.
That's right. But kites don't seem to be the rage.
Yeah.
As they used to be.
We need to bring them back.
You think so?
Yes.
I
We
don't
need
know.
to do a third time's a charm kite.
It may be time to just let go.
First and second one will crash. The third one will be awesome.
Nobody's going to want to fly fucking kites anymore, Jackie.
I'm telling you.
No. I think kites had their heyday. And I think they may be on the downslide.
I don't know.
So to speak.
Right.
But anyways, me and my friends were flying our kites as we get in touch with our inner child. And I remember, do you remember there was something called the puffer kite back in the day, which was an inflatable kite. There were several types of kites. There was a bat kite, a box kite, a puffer kite, which was like an inflatable thing, and you blew it up like a pool toy, and it would fly all over. And my dad was watching me and my friends do this, and I think he was trying to make a point because we spent money on this stuff. My dad took a hefty lawn leaf bag, punched a hole in it, tied some twine to it, and he took the garbage bag and he flew it higher than all of our kites combined. He was able to fly a trash bag higher than these kites that we all paid this money for, from saving, cutting the grass or shoveling snow, whatever we did.
Yeah.
But his garbage bag was flying higher than our kites on this day back in Chicago, Illinois.
Wow.
Where
So
we're
our
from.
show's flying high, huh? Beautiful.
Flying high, feeling high. But my inner child memory is my pops making a kite out of a lawn leaf trash bag, flying higher than kites that we paid money for.
We got to try that with your kids.
We're going to do that.
We have to.
Kites are making a comeback?
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't think so.
We are having a Jimbo and Jackie third time's the charm kite. Like I said, the first two will crash, the third one will be good.
That's right.
Buy it a third time. Come on, people.
Okay, I like that. All right, let's get in touch with your inner child. What memory do you got from yesteryear as we feel 50 and fucked reflecting right now?
So my inner child today is about my Aunt Nell.
Nell.
I remember her from when I was elementary school. We would always go to her house, spend the night. It was awesome.
Now, how much older was she than you?
So I'm 53. Aunt Nell is 80 because she's my mom's aunt.
Oh, okay,
so
gotcha.
she's my great aunt, actually. She's got to be in her 80s.
Okay, I believe you.
So years later now, bless her heart, she has Alzheimer's disease.
Oh, that's a Southern saying right there. Bless her heart.
Oh.
That's like the kindest thing to say. It's like there's different ways of saying bless your heart, isn't there?
Oh.
Isn't there?
You tell them.
Well, bless your heart, sometimes it means you're so fucking stupid. It's the sweetest Southern way of saying you're a motherfucking unbelievable, stupid human being. Bless your heart.
Oh.
But it's sweet. You Southern people are crazy. I love it.
Oh, I love you, beautiful.
Oh, look at, are you getting buzzed? Shamsky's kicking in. Somebody wants
Jason.
Somebody wants a Mai Tai from the drain. Yeah. Anyways.
Pump it up.
All right.
I'm kidding.
We'll talk about that later.
Anyway.
So your Aunt Nell.
So my Aunt Nell, one of my fondest childhood memories is always going to her house.
Yeah.
And she was always so freaking sweet, always had the biggest smile on her face. So years later, I go home, and every time I go to her house, she'd say, Jackie, you remember that time you used to come to my house? And I would say, come here, gal, let me pull that tooth, because I'd have a loose tooth.
Right.
And she said, I would say, you ain't no nose. So that's one of my favorite memories of her.
Aunt Nell, is she still around?
She is. And so a few months ago, I asked my sister, honey, when have you seen Aunt Nell? And she said, honey, I seen her the other day in Walmart, Jackie.
That right.
And she said to her, hi, Nell. And Aunt Nell said, hey. And my sister said, do you know who I am? And my Aunt Nell said, yeah. And, yeah. Hold on.
Wait, that's all right. Take a sip. Regroup.
Hold on.
She said, yeah. Who am
Oh,
I?
Aunt Nell said, yeah. And Andrew said, who am I? And Aunt Nell said, I know. She didn't have a clue who she was.
But she's a sweet
Bless
woman.
her heart. The sweetest woman in the world.
Bless her heart.
Bless her heart.
Yeah, Aunt
She's
Nell.
a baby doll.
To Aunt Nell. Raise them up if you got them.
Aw.
Unless you're in the car right now. Because cops
Cheers,
judge. We
Aunt
don't.
Nell. We love you.
Oh, man. That's beautiful, gorgeous. I love that.
She's a sweetheart.
All right. It's time for our next segment called He Said. No, wait. Back it up. I fucked up.
Oh,
That
did
don't
you?
matter. This
It
ain't
don't
live,
matter.
is it? Whatever. That, he said, she said, it's coming up. But I had a cool meeting with somebody this week.
Who, baby?
And it inspired a new segment. I don't want to give his name because he doesn't want to be part of this show that's called the Jimbo and Jackie Show.
Oh, wow.
He's got standards, okay? Unlike Reamp Studios, this guy has standards. And he told me, he said, please don't plug me. Don't say anything. But I got a friend who works in the public radio department.
Yes.
And he gave me a list of words they can't say on the radio.
Oh, wow.
I'll plug his station if he gives me the green light, but right now, He said, I'll give you this list of stuff we can't say on the radio, but don't say where you got it from.
And you kind of already knew the words you can't say.
That's right. But there's a lot of them that I didn't know about, and I got the list right over here. So for our next segment, it's called The Radio List. Shit you can't say on public radio, according to my buddy. I'm going to need your readers, I think.
Public
Jackie.
radio can suck it.
We can do 3. I'd rather do a podcast. Because, I don't know, is there enough podcasts out there? I think there's only like 3 million of them. So we thought we'd need one more. 3,000,001. Look at these readers.
Oh, I need to fix that one little stone.
I make Elton John look heterosexual. With these. I got to be honest. Anyways, I right here, I have 81 words that public radio cannot say. Yep, they got to do that. They can't even think these fucking words, to be honest with you. But we're going to feature 2 of them a week, and I'm going to use them in a sentence. Jackie?
Yes.
I want you to open that beer and chug a lug and see if a burp comes out. Here she is. Just so you know, if you're thinking about sponsoring the Jimbo and Jackie show at Reamp Studios, it's an excellent opportunity to reach 6 guys in Colton. There you go. You almost made the mic frothy on that one.
Beer's always frothy, weird
Is it?
sounding.
Damn, you almost sound like you got a trach. Damn, mama. Release it. You're cracking yourself up.
Oh.
I'm ready when you are.
I'm so glad we had this time.
No, the show ain't over yet. But I have a bunch of words, so each week we're going to feature 2 of the words you can't say on public radio.
Oh, okay.
But you can say on the Jimbo and Jackie Third Time's the Charm podcast at Reamp Studios.
I love that story.
Jackie, my gorgeous bride.
Aw.
Pick a number between 1 and 81.
69.
Let's see. Oh. On public radio, they cannot say the word mangina.
Why?
How funny is that?
That's hilarious.
Well, you can't say, here's some Benny Goodman, and please enjoy, but don't kick him in the mangina. Ooh, that was me. I needed that for our burp wars earlier. Do you know what a mangina means, or what it is?
Yes.
What does it mean to you?
It means to me that a man has chopped it off and put a vagina there.
Well, I mean, technically, yeah.
Is
But
that
I think mangina is when you tease somebody who's like a guy being overly sensitive.
Uh-oh.
And you're like, don't quit acting like you got a mangina.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
I thought you meant literal.
Yeah. No, but literally, you got it right. You're talking about Bruce Jenner, the guy who used to be on a Wheaties box, who now wants a box, Caitlyn Jenner. But anyways, that's another story. We'll talk about that another day. As our producers are going wild.
I was trying so hard to get it right, too.
Mangina, they cannot say on public radio, but listening to the Jimbo and Jackie show, we could always say, don't have a mangina. Why are you so sensitive, bro? Don't get your mangina in a bunch. That'd be one way to use it.
Okay.
Can you sing mangina since you got a voice?
Mangina, I'd like to check you out. It is interesting.
All right. Pick another number. We'll do another featured word. Words that they cannot say on public radio, but we can say it here on the Jimbo and Jackie show. Third time's a charm as I wear these readers of Jackie's with studs all over. It's funny is my daughter loves these.
She does. She always tells you look pretty.
Yeah, my daughter Francesca says I look so pretty, and I say, you know what, Frankie? I feel pretty. And I ain't gonna lie, I feel pretty right now looking at you. But let's do our other second word of the weekly thing of things you cannot say on public radio. Jackie, pick a number between 1 and 81.
Number 11.
Number 11, excellent choice. So good. I need 2 number 1s. You want to tell the story behind 11?
It was your number in high school when you did football.
Yes,
And
it
you had
was.
number 11. He was so good, he needed 2 number 1s.
Yeah, baby! I was a receiver, and
Yeah, you are.
I got to be honest. I think you're a wide receiver, if you know what I mean. But
Wow. 4 kids, I know.
I know an old woman who lives in the shoes. She had a podcast and didn't know what to do. But I was bummed because I was a receiver in high school.
Yes.
Of football, not anything else. I was not experimenting. And I wanted a number 80s.
Did you?
In the 80s.
Why?
I think I wanted 88, but it was taken. I wanted 82, but it was taken. And I saw the number 11 jersey. And I said, that looks kind of cool. I'm so good, I need 2 number 1s, is what I went with. And then I got a football scholarship, and then I won the Super Bowl somewhere with some team. Something like that. Or I ended up at Reamp Studios looking like a fat fucking Big Bear telling dick jokes.
You're still very hot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Word number 11?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, do that drop. That's a good one. That was it?
That's good! That's good! That's good!
It's good, baby! That's right! Another word you can't say on public radio, but you can say on the Jimbo and Jackie show, thank God, is Jackie's favorite flavor, boner. You can't say boner.
I thought you were going to say vanilla. I'm like, why can't you say vanilla? It's a fine fella.
Jackie loves vanilla boner is what we're saying over here. Isn't that sad you can't say boner?
Boner?
You can't say boner on public radio, but you can say it on our podcast.
Boner.
Yep, we'll do that every week. And maybe next week we'll still have the same name of the show because our show used to be called 50 and Fuukt, but our marketing department said that was stupid, so we switched it to Third Time's a Charm.
I love that story.
But we got a segment called 50 and Fuukt every week. All right, it's time to move on to our next segment.
Oh, he said, she said.
That's right, gorgeous. This is where we meet up with some friends. We have them write a word down, and we say whatever's the first word we think of.
Last week was weird.
It was weird. And speaking of weird, I want to give you a gift.
Me?
Yep. We're here on our second podcast show. You got to go listen to last week's pilot episode. Before we kick off, he said, she said, I want to give my gorgeous third bride a gift.
I love
on our
presents.
show. Go ahead.
Heavy-duty contractor bags.
Well, don't look at the box.
Oh.
It has nothing to do with that. That was just the other job.
Oh.
I needed a box. She's opening up the box. What's in the box? What do you got?
Crazy ass.
Lift it up. What do you have?
Look at Linda. It's only 1 cantaloupe.
Bounce. Hold it up to the camera. What'd you get in the box?
I got a cantaloupe.
In case you missed the pilot episode, we did an episode called He Said, She Said, and the word was cantaloupe.
Shit.
And my gorgeous bride, this segment, you say the first thing that's on your mind, and I read the word cantaloupe, and what's the first thing you thought of when you heard cantaloupe?
I wish my boobs were that big. That's not it. I could never fit it up my coochie.
I could never fit it up my coochie. Is that a goal of yours?
Honey.
Booyah! Is that a funny gift?
You're hilarious.
I should have put a melon ball in it so you could put parts of it up there.
Oh, he's so proud of himself right now.
I would shoot a Mai Tai drink wiener into your cantaloupe balls.
I think we need a different show.
It's a little bit awkward.
That's hilarious.
If you want to go back and listen to pilot 1, or the pilot episode of the Jimbo and Jackie show, you said what about cantaloupes?
It would never fit on my gooch.
I don't know why you thought that, and I think we'll move on as I put the cantaloupe that Jackie cannot put it where?
My coochie hole.
We move on.
Stupid.
I got the words right here. I'll let you pick them. I went to a B&I group for you business people. You know what that means. It's kind of like a business mixer. And I had some of my friends, I haven't looked yet, write words for he said, she said, where we take a word and we say the first thing we think of when we hear it.
Are you sure you don't want to do this one this week?
I don't know. I'll keep the other ones. Word number one, Jackie, on he said, she said is?
I can tell you're at a B&I group, victorious.
Victorious. What do you think about when you hear victorious?
I hope when Victoria comes over.
Uh-oh. Shamsky's kicking in, everybody. We've been drinking J. Riley's whiskey with champagne this show.
I hope when Victoria comes over, the Jim makes her victorious.
Are you saying you want to have a
Your
threesome?
turn.
Are you saying you want to have a threesome?
Third time's a charm.
Ah, there you go. Okay, we'll go with that. Victorious, I gotta be honest. I think of Rocky 2 when he raised the belt and he said, "You Adrian! I did it!" That is victorious.
Whore!
This is all mine, ladies and gentlemen, as we play He Said, She Said. Words from my B&I group. Here is word number 2. Jackie.
I need to get on a different page.
That's all right. It happened. Don't lie. You're being honest. The word is, what's the first thing you think of when you hear Jaguar?
Jaguar. A car.
You want one? Jaguar?
Maybe.
Yeah, baby. Have you ever had a Jaguar?
No.
I think of cougars.
Ah.
And I think you're a cougar. Have you been called a cougar before?
A few times.
A few times. Does it feel good? Is it a compliment or is it an insult when somebody says you're a cougar?
Knuckleheads.
Is it by young, dumb, and full of cum guys?
Bless their hearts.
They're stupid, ain't they?
They're little knuckleheads.
When was the last time you got called a cougar?
In my 30s.
Oh, really? 30s?
I think.
That's like MILF status.
Oh, that was MILF. I'm sorry.
But that's all right.
Yes. Cougar. I don't know if I've ever really been called cougar.
You've been called a MILF,
Yeah.
but not a cougar.
No, I don't think so.
Because you look too good.
Oh, you're sweet, honey.
But you're getting buzzed, ain't you?
You're really sweet.
I love this, man. This is awesome.
Maybe we need to drink water on our podcast.
No, we don't. We ain't going to get fired. It don't matter. It ain't like a real fucking job. We're just doing a podcast.
All right. Pull another word.
We're like the pull this leg and it plays Jingle Bells. But anyway, no, it's a podcast.
All right.
It ain't even a fucking job. You know, everybody's got these. Everybody's got a podcast.
All right.
It ain't fucking special. Everybody does a podcast. Do you realize that?
No.
But this is
But
going to be
yes.
special. All right. We're playing He Said, She Said, and I love doing a podcast with you, but it don't matter.
Oh, I know you love it beautiful.
It is
and
fun.
I love it. I love it too.
It's fun as fuck.
Yes.
I ain't going to lie. Doing a podcast is a blast here at Ram Studios.
It's like a fucking whole leap up from jacuzzi.
Because we used to do a lot of Facebook Live videos.
Yes, in the jacuzzi.
And just having fun with all of our friends, hoping this cougar had a wardrobe malfunction and showed a Nipsey Russell or something like that.
You don't want that malfunction.
Ah, yes, we do.
Do
Go ahead.
one?
Pull the third word for He Said, She Said, where we say the first thing we think of when we hear this word. The word is?
Ooh, leather.
Leather.
Mm-hmm. Are you going or me?
If you got it, go, girl.
I'm thinking back in when we took the little field trip to Pahrump. One of the rooms was leather and chains and all that.
This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?
I want to thank my grandpa for joining the show. That was awfully cool. Channeled the ghost of Grandpa. If you need to go back to episode 1, the pilot,
Yeah.
Jackie and I went to try to pick up whores in Pahrump, and there was
Rumpa-bum-bum. Rumpa-bum-bum.
sing it, girl.
Jim loves rumpa-bum-bumps.
Leather, I think of mine's not as dirty as yours. I gotta be honest.
Ah, great.
You're a fucking freak, you cougar.
He loves me.
I'm teasing you, beautiful. I think of Leather Tuscadero on Happy Days. For all our 50 and fucked older crowd that listen to the podcast, there's a show called Happy Days
Yes,
with
I
Arthur
remember that.
Fonzarelli and who's Richie Cunningham? The real rich guy. Ron Howard.
Yes, Ron Howard.
Yes.
I loved him as Opie.
Happy Days, but Leather Tuscadero was like the female equivalent of Fonzie, and she would pop on the show. And she would always
Oh, the dark-haired girl.
Yeah.
You want me to cut my hair beautiful?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's looking good. All right, our last word for he said, she said is...
Oh, there's another one?
One
Holy
more.
crap.
I like the way you read, and it's fun to hear you read after a few shamskis.
Is that Boone? What is that?
It's exactly what you said. So what do you think of? No. It is
Bourne?
bovine.
What the hell is that? Somebody's really smart.
I ain't gonna fucking lie. I think my B&I group went above the
Good
intellect
Lord.
level.
What is that?
I'm gonna look stupid on our podcast. I got no fucking idea. I'm gonna be honest. I know I've heard the word. I've never used the word, and I have no idea what the word means.
So what is it?
Bovine.
Why don't we say what we think it means?
All right. And then you can make fun of us on your comments.
Bovine.
Bovine, hey.
If I was a monkey, I would swing on a bovine.
Take it. Run with it. And what's sad to say is I was thinking something similar. Remember the Dukes of Hazzard?
Yes.
Luke and Bo?
Yes.
I was thinking about Bo swinging on a vine.
We were meant to be
Bovine,
together.
look
Beautiful.
at that! 50 and fuck, that's us right here.
Or third time's a charm.
Oh, that's right. Well, you know what? We can't thank you enough for listening to episode 2 of the Jimbo and Jackie show.
Oh.
Third time's a charm. There's our new logo. We got to thank
Yeah.
Mark for doing that. We're making some tweaks.
Thank you, Mark Teague.
We got to thank Reamp Studios for letting us do this stupidity.
Oh, so awesome.
I would say it was bovine. Wouldn't you say?
Bovine. I can't wait to look up see what the hell it means.
I know. I know we look stupid as fuck right now, but it really doesn't matter because Jay Riley is a possible sponsor on this show.
Yes, Jason's freaking awesome.
Yep. Add a little whiskey. The official drink of the Jimbo and Jackie show is called what?
Shim.
You don't even know.
Shamsky.
There you go. It's a Shamsky.
Shamsky.
And that's basically a shot of J. Riley whiskey with
Yes.
champagne poured over it.
Absolutely.
It's a Shamsky. We can't thank you enough for
Shamsky.
listening to this. This has been a fun show. What did you learn today, Mama?
I learned that I like cantaloupe.
In all shapes and sizes.
They're gorgeous.
And I also learned that Jackie wishes Mai Tais would shoot out of my wiener. She would share it with herself and the beautiful world, man. We want to thank you so much for listening to the show. We want this to be the most beautiful planet. We want you to have the best life possible.
Yes.
That's why we come on this podcast, to share the stories and let you know that even though you're in your 50s, you're not that fucked. That's right. We have a great time. We love you. I love you, Papu. Some of his favorite words were yowzer, ado. So,
And I'm so happy that you got to tell him about the podcast right after we filmed the first one and tell him, Pops, we're going to be okay.
yeah.
Because we are beautiful.
Papu
I
was-
love you.
Oh, I love you so much.
And I loved your daddy.
Oh, he was awesome. I'm so glad you got to meet him.
Me too.
And he was the most positive cat ever. And we want to keep continuing that fun every week. We want you to please subscribe to the Jimbo and Jackie show. Third time's a charm.
Oh, yes, it is.
We love you guys so much. Just have a great week. We'll see you next week.
Yep.
And Jackie, do you got anything you want to say to the people?
Bye-bye.
Later.